youtube.com/KayvanMD.
Fucking culture, nigga. Yeah, that's the fucking culture, nigga.
You don't understand what this culture do. Shit can get cultural, you gotta light extort the room. Stay out of sight, stay out of mind, that's how we sort the wounds. In time they pay the dues, until they do, we break them down. We taking everything except the wound, but then I'm wrong. You supposed to take it home and cook it proper preference for the pushes. Stay your ass from out of bookings. They'll hang a nigga in the heartbeat, don't act weak. Stay out your mind and speak, it's only peaceful when we eat. I talk it up and leave it there just like they do us. My clouded mind can never do me wrong. I still don't know the nigga that I used to be. Outside the songs, my bride of arms prepare me for the battle like it's Game of Thrones. Bleed for the sins of my penmanship, you can't ride along, it's pain. Self-inflicted pop pistols, aim them at my issues. When them crackers try to stiff you, I'll be right there to get you.
Yeah, ivory towers, break them down to silver spoons to feed a few. I put myself inside a penthouse to complain about the views. Fucking culture, nigga, bless me. I choose the route I move. How do you spew prophetic truths and still insist his eyes are blue? It's fucking sinful temptations, nigga. I'm catching cases for white hoods in my hood. I get some places.
Yo, let me know how the audio is in the chat. I just want to check, make sure the mic is not doing anything crazy. If you're here, let us know. Donald Ryzen, thank you for the sub. I'm just finishing getting set up right now. But if you are in the chat, I mean, you want to submit, all you got to do is hit command submit. If you want to skip the queue and get added to the priority queue like Donald Ryzen just did, then you let us know. You hit that command skip button and it'll explain how. Squad Butter, thank you so much for the sub. If you are in the chat, you did just subscribe. Oh, gift a sub. Please let us know what the artist name is too, so I can make sure we get you from the queue.
Maybe this today I make a name for myself.
Hey, hey.
Maybe this today I make a sun steaming on my cheekbones. Pressure building this beaming, trekking this steep slope.
We're gonna turn the camera on as well. What's up? What up? Shout out to you if you are in the chat right now. Is this the right? This is right. Oh, Clowns in Hollywood, thank you for the raid. Shout out to you. I'm gonna give you a quick shout out. Clowns in Hollywood. What's going on? Welcome in for the first time. Tell me about yourself. What do you do? What do you do? Tell me who you are. I'll explain who I am and everything I do in a second, but if you are here in the chat and you want to submit your music, all you have to do is hit command submit. If you are subscribing or gifting a sub, please make sure that you've submitted in the Google form too, otherwise we can't bump you up. Alright? Let me get situated here. I gotta get properly situated in my hoodie hat combo here. Just a musician. What kind of music do you make? Are we gonna hear you today? Are you gonna send some music in? DOV, what's going on? Welcome back in. Again, if you are submitting your music or if you're trying to skip the queue, make sure you submit your music in here too. You know I play a few instruments. Me too. Many of us here play some instruments and make music. So the dog is doing much better this week. Thank you for asking. We had a bit of a scare last week, but he seems to be doing okay. Donna Ryzen, I'm gonna knock on wood. I don't wanna do anything. Yeah. Come on, send it in. Sunday pack. All right, let's get you bumped up. Sunday pack, Squad Butter, you're in there as well. I don't see the Sunday pack one. There it is. All right, so if you are in the chat, this is how it works. If you submit your music, it goes into this Google form. If you subscribe or gift a sub at any point during the stream, that'll get you bumped into our priority queue. That is a guarantee that your songs will get played on stream today. As you can see, I do this on my own on this side of things, so you'll see me dragging songs up, not paying attention to the chat for a couple seconds at a time, every time something comes in. My name is Kayvan. I'm the director of A&R at Genius Distribution. One tree see when it pops up, I got you. Guitars, you main? Ooh, love it. What's going on? There's a lot of people in the chat right now. Alright, one true EC, when I see that pop up, bro, I got you. I'm just gonna go off of my notifications, right? The notifications you see pop on screen are the same ones I see pop up on screen, so if it doesn't pop up, let me know and I'll get you later on. But in the meantime, keep your eyes open to the notification. So, my name is Kayvan, director of A&R at Genius Distro. I've worked with Win, Overcast, Bray, Ashoka, City James, My Name Isn't J-Mac, just Angela Moda, like a bunch of artists that I really fuck with that I've been trying to sign on the distro side of things. But I also manage artists. I produce music. I've been an artist myself. I work with songwriters. I do kind of a little bit of everything. I playlist songs. I make a bunch of playlists. I make a bunch of content. If you don't follow the Kayvan's House page on Instagram, you should make sure you do that because we are rolling out a bunch of cool content. I love that you saw J-Mac last week. Justin, how are you? Happy Monday. So go follow us at Kayvan's House. I just gave away a free consultation. I'm going to be opening some paid consultation spots. Biggest stream number-wise so far. The biggest one that we've done so far was we hit like 100, but we got like a 40-person raid, and it was crazy as fuck. So we haven't gotten back up there yet, but we do pretty consistently sit between like 35 and 45, which is really cool. And honestly, I still can't believe that at all. No, it hasn't showed up in my alert panel. Yes, no. The queue right now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 priority subscriber songs. 6 now that Kay's Blaze just added his. You can do that at any point if you want to. If you don't want to, the last 30 minutes of the stream is actually dedicated to people in the chat. So we'll be bumping people up for free in that last 30 minutes too. Any tips on what? Tips on what? Oh, I might go to sleep. Where are you based? If you are in the chat, let us know. Let us know where you are. It's tough. It's really about consistency. And then the thing that I'm not doing that I wish I was doing more is actually pulling stuff for socials, which I wish I had more time to do. But that's been the tough thing, has been finding time to like cut down clips and stuff like that. So, One True EC, what was it did work. What was the artist name again? I just streamed all day. That is a long time to stream, bro. Props to you. I don't know that I could do a full day stream. 2 hours is a lot. I mean, I'm doing another 2 hours tomorrow. The stream schedule has changed a little bit because I'm going on vacation, so I'm going to be moving around, traveling a little bit. So for everybody who hasn't seen this yet, this is kind of what we're looking at. Tonight, I'll be on from 6 to 8. Tomorrow, I'll be on from 6 to 8. Thursday, no stream this week. Saturday, I'll be back from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern Time. We're going to do a rare Saturday stream. 11:20, we'll be back 6 to 8. Thursday and then Monday, 11:23 and 27, I will not be around. And then the 30th of November, we'll be back to kind of a more regular streaming schedule. So keep your eyes open. You'll see me posting about this. But make sure you follow the socials if you haven't, because that'll keep you updated. Again, that's at Kayvan's House. Go follow. We just posted this thing today. So we're doing a lot of stuff like this, content repurposing. And then we'll also have our second At Home With going live this week with another community member. Like I said, if you're here in the chat, let us know where you're from. I want to know where everybody's watching from. It's always super fun for me. And I will make sure that we get Fleetwood Huey bumped up as well. I saw 2 of them come in, so if you want to submit a second song, we'll give you a second Fleetwood Huey bump as well. All right, so this is how it goes. We got New York in the chat. We got Salt Lake City in the chat. We got Bogota, Colombia. Oh shit, I didn't know that you were from Bogota, Colombia, bro. That's fire. Submitted? All right, cool call. I'm gonna wait until this thing pops up. We got Toulouse, France. Bonsoir or bonne nuit to you. I bet we got LA, we got Norfolk, Virginia. We love the DMV in here. I've signed a couple artists from the DMV from this stream to Genius Distro so far as well. So, you know, this is the best way to get on my radar. I keep telling people this. If you have questions about the music industry, you can always ask them in the chat. I've been working in the music industry now for about 10 years. So I've done a bunch of different types of things. I've also been an artist, so I know what it's like to be in your shoes. Bonsoir, Connecticut. Hey, yes, sir. We got people from all over the place in here. All right, there's not really any rules. The biggest rule, I'm going back, actually. I fly to Berlin, and then I'll be in Paris for like a day or two. But when you can skip, I'm going to chill. Oh, no, you're all good. I said at the beginning of the stream might be first in notifications. Too easy. Sajan. So, for those who are subscribed already or are subbing, this one is basically if you subscribe or gift a sub in this stream specifically, you get bumped up. So if you automatically resubscribe, you have to let me know. You get 1 free bump a week. And then, or a month, sorry, not a week. You get 1 a month. But you have to let me know. And basically, I go off notifications otherwise. So if a notification doesn't pop up for me, but you did subscribe today or gift a sub today, let me know. And we'll bump you up. But it's just on an honor system, all right? Like I said, there's only really one rule. Just be kind to each other. We definitely want to know what you hear of the song or what you think of the songs as well. So we're going to listen. We're going to get started so you can see what this is like. But basically, let us know what you think in the chat. We want to know what you think of the songs. I'll tell you what I think. I'll pull up socials. If you like what you hear. Go follow the artist as well. Malik English, gift to the sub. Thank you. Remy, I got you bumped up right now. This is Down Bad by Moody TLB. I like this already. This is definitely in my like in my feels kind of vibes. Oh, I love this. Oh shit. Sunday Pack, where are you from? Did you change your name? Did you go by a different name? But this is super smooth. Solomon Heaton, what's going on? Let us know what you think in the chat if you are here in the chat. Hey. This is basically an immediate save for me. I love anything that's kind of in this space. It feels really like the UK, especially kind of like that like London pocket that's like inspired by Afro pop, inspired by Afrobeat, but still kind of has that UK feeling. I don't know if you guys are from the UK or not, but I love this. Solomon, thank you for submitting. I mean, this looks like the UK in the picture. Or France, actually. Production duo out of London in the US. Oh, that's cool. You're from Lagos, Nigeria originally? It feels like all of those places, so that's super tight. We're in the US. Both older songs, that's fine. Smooth vibe, says Aloya Coleman. I'm trying to remember what the other song that we've listened to you from was, because we've definitely listened to some other music from you before. Indiana? Oh shit, what part of Indiana? And why are you in Indiana? I'm just curious, what prompted the move from Nigeria to Indiana, and then, or did you grow up in Indiana? Like, I just want to know more, I'm curious. At Sunday Pack with a V, if you're rocking with this one, I definitely followed immediately. Carmel, Indiana? I know like one other person from Carmel, Indiana in my life. It was university. That makes sense. And then you just ended up staying? Damn, shout out Carmel. This is hard, says Jeff House. Hold My Hand was the other song. Hold My Hand was the other song? Where is that? When was that? Why has it been so long? Why has it been... Why has it been so long since you sent music in? Regardless, this was really good. I liked it a lot. More tunes coming soon. I want to hear more, so please send more. I'm working right now. It's under Sunday Pack. I'll find it. I'll find it. All right, cool call. I trust you, bro. I don't know why it's not showing up. It's probably one of those auto resub things. All right, this is Believe It Freestyle by Squad Butter. Two in the Afro pop space. I'm like off rip, bro. Okay, over the classic and Coke Call. I got you guys. This feels good too. I would say the only thing that could maybe be better is the mix. Like I don't like that kind of like metallic feeling on the vocal necessarily. I'm like this all the time though. Any sort of flange on a vocal is not my favorite. The vibe of the song is really good, but yeah, if I was gonna be really picky, it would just be I don't know the pocket on the vocal mix is the pocket for me necessarily, but melodies are fire though. Let us know what you think in the chat. Aloya Coleman says Nigeria to the world. I mean, I will say Nigerian music kind of always hits for me. Like it's rare, but the things that I get picky about are the vocal mixes. That's it. Like it's the vocal and instrumental mixes. Other than that, the vibe is always right. I feel like it's rare that I hear artists in this space where their energy isn't right, but the things that can improve are the vocal mix for sure. Super cool to do warmer on the vocals. I agree. There's something that feels cold about it because of the robotic feeling, but the music is so warm, it's so inviting. So maybe for me, that's kind of the thing that I hear is what could improve is just a little bit more warmth in the vocal mix as well to make us feel to make us feel that vibe. You know what I mean? Like it's there in the voice, in the vocal performance, just not in the vocal mix. What's going on, Ruben? How you doing? Happy Monday. I hope you had a good weekend. Pretty strong start so far today. 2 songs in the Afro space. Both have been pretty strong. Squad Butter Inc. on Instagram. I definitely follow them as well because they've sent in some stuff before. that I really enjoyed as well. So I will say, like, overall the vibe is there. Again, vibe is there, vocal delivery is there, melodies are there. Honestly, the lyrics and the hooks and everything, catchy. But that vocal mix could still improve just a tiny bit, I think, and be a little warmer. I think warm is definitely a good note for you, just in the vocals. Is we're gonna make those vocals feel inviting in the mix too. Sick though, overall. We got Donnie Apollo up next. I accidentally quantized the vocals and was too lazy to fix, so there are a couple timing quirks. That's hilarious. All right, we're gonna get into it. Again, if you submit your music, if you want to submit your music, all you have to do is hit Command Submit. Flamingo said, spend the weekend listening to that Miley Cyrus album. Shit is too fire. I mean, Miley Cyrus is amazing, so shout out to Miley Cyrus. And there's nothing embarrassing about that at all. She's fire, amazing voice. All the visuals and everything, the performances are really cool. So I'm totally with you, bro. One Piece. I'm back on my One Piece journey. I've just gotten to Alabasta, and the Alubana battle is happening right now. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. If you want to submit your music, all you do is command submit. If you want to skip the queue, get added to our priority queue, all you have to do is subscribe or gift a sub. Let's get back into the music. This one's Stream 811 by Donnie Apollo. Donnie, you are in the community playlist update that will be coming up soon, so congratulations to you and Brian Brown. But you will see that song pop up in there when I announce in the next couple of days. So, congrats. This is 811. Let us know. Blue Eye Samurai, best anime. I do want to watch it. It's on my list of things on Netflix for sure. That and Pluto. Oh shit, Alabasta's lip of the next arc. Okay, cool. I'm starting to feel it get more serious, and that's kind of what I've been looking for from One Piece. Like, first two seasons, it took me a while to get through because they just weren't that serious. The first two arcs, so I'm excited about it getting more serious. Like, it felt like Alabasta was this first time we really see a more serious side of Luffy. I like this a lot. I hear what you're saying on the timing issue, so I'd fix that, the quantizing vocals thing. A little bit more body in the mix overall. Like, the vocals feel a little thin even in this version of it, so just a little bit more body in the vocal. Some more ad-libs, some more layers. It's cool though. I like this. I would listen to this. At Donnie Apollo if you're rocking with this one. Usually in Nashville, Tennessee. Or sorry, usually in Tampa. Where are you right now? You said something. You said you were somewhat crazy. Where are you? Broward. What up? You here from the county? What's your artist name again, bro? We'll make sure we get you pulled up into the priority queue. In New Orleans right now. What are you doing in New Orleans? Just down there partying? That trick. Got you, bro. You getting pulled into the priority queue right now as we speak. At Donnie Apollo on Instagram. D-Trick. My bad. Not Dead. Did I say Dead Trick? D-Trick. I don't know if I love this transition in the beat personally. Right here at 222. That sounds a little off, but it's just the transition from section to section. That's it. Working some tracks with me and Bryce Green is a little project they're working on. Oh, fire! Shout out to Bryce Green too, bro. That's my homie. Well, it's not really my homie, but he works with my homies. Been back to Van recently. I have not. I'm supposed to be there over the holidays, but we'll see. It's expensive. I gotta fly to Portland this week for the Win show. Shout out to Win. The hometown show. Ariana Madzadeh. Salam. That's a very Persian name. We're not related, are we? I feel like I always gotta ask when a Persian people comes to the chat or follows me, are we related? It's possible. I only say that because I got a bunch of cousins. And they be popping up on my shit all the time. Oh, I can't read that. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't read Farsi or speak Farsi very well. Oh, translate. Nope. Hello. Hello to you too. Hube. That's about the extent of my knowledge. Yeah, I don't really have too many notes other than the unquantize the vocal shit. Damn, I got High Man. Yeah, that's what I got too. Tyreek up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. I appreciate the love, man. Shout out to my Persians. Transition timing ad-lib volume. Yeah, that's it. Oh shit, Tyreek. Let us know what you think in the chat. This is a rough mix. I kind of like how distorted the kick is on this. Loud and master all around. Like this could just hit harder. Beats tough though, I agree. Beats tough. Let us know what you think in the chat. David Mandel said this is hard. This is Tyreek at Tyreek Online on Instagram. Got a show on October 28th at Pianos. How did that go? That is already passed. He never let no one control. Guy needs to work with FemDot. Facts. He showed them the hood ain't no sculpture. They just want a spectacle and they just want violence unethical. And this is tough, man. This is tough. He showed them their power is plentiful. He showed them the power that's deep inside of me. This is probably one of my favorite things that we've heard from you so far. Obviously, I already followed you because I like what I heard, but this one stands out. Goro says, yo, here for the vibes. This feels like one you would like, Goro.
I was young. I thought that
also, if you're ever in Nashville, Tennessee, you should go here. Gabby's Burgers and Fries. I'm gonna shout them out on stream because this was my first job ever. Was at this restaurant, and the owner really held it down, and I really fuck with them. So if you're ever in Nashville, you should go eat here. It's a family-owned burger restaurant. The owner always just like he's really cool about giving people a second chance when he hires them. I mean, like ex-cons, like ex-addicts, that kind of shit. So pop out. Gabby's Burgers and Fries in Nashville. I'm so serious. You won't hear me like shout people out like that. This guy really held it down. At Tyreek Online. This is really solid, bro. Just volume. That's it. I think it's just got to hit harder. I mean, you could add some ad-libs. I feel like if anything, that's maybe where it lacks. It's just some of those additive little notes and moments where it could add a little bit more energy. But there's moments of it being in there, like some of these background stuffs, like some of these layers are really nice. Reyes UK, what's going on? Where are you from in the UK? This is great, to be honest. I really fuck with this too. This is great. Love the flow switches. Reminds me of Jev 2. Reminds me of Jev 2. Great energy. A little bit, yeah, a little bit. This is maybe a little bit harder than Jev. Like Jev kind of, to me, always feels like it's a little bit more playful, a little bit more fun. Bristol, Southampton. Oh yeah, I'm from the UK originally, so I grew up in Peterborough, Cambridgeshire, and then moved to Raleigh, North Carolina when I was like 14 years old. So I did like all through year 9. I did year 8, and then I left at the end of year 8. Moved to North Carolina, and then have been in North Carolina. Well, now I'm in New York. I'm lying. I've moved a lot since, but yeah, originally. Fuck! God damn it! I gotta learn how to talk properly, bro. Well, welcome in, Reyes. It's nice to have you. Love Jev. Yeah, I like Jev too. Speaking of Jevs, we've got the other Jev in here as well. The other Jev that I'm actually a big fan of also. Am I preferring it? There's things I like more. There's things I like less. We'll be honest. Like, there are things I really miss about England. Music is one of them. But, oh, this is hard. But shout out to Jev. Because he sends me UK Garage a lot, and it makes me really happy. It makes me feel like I'm at home. This is dope, bro. You've been working too. Sending you this from... You're in London right now? Save Someone Music says, sheesh. I didn't know you were in London, bro. Have fun. Not really a shock. I'm sure they love your music out there as well. Nah. You don't have to send Garage. You can send house. I like house too. I like drum and bass also. Jev is out in London right now, so if you are in the UK and you want to tap in at Jev House, he usually lives here in New York, so make use of that. Definitely one of my favorite electronic producers to come through the community. Every song that he sends over actually just feels so good. He's one of the few producers that I just have the shit like saved and like never skip it when it comes on either. Especially Wanted, which I just can't get out of my head, bro. I was listening to the other day. But yeah, like, it's really only, like, when we talk about electronic producers who I, like, stand for, it's really, like, probably Jev, to be honest with you. Fred again. And then low-key Skrillex. I low-key love Skrillex, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
You got me
This is super dope. Malik, absolutely, bro. Let's make sure we get you. Thank you for hydrating me, Ariana. You know, I'm a thirsty guy. This is great. I have absolutely no mix feedback because the mix is so clean. And the bounce is great. Although I don't like what he did to dubstep, you gotta respect Silas. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not a big dubstep fan now either. Like, I'll be honest, like, I can't really listen to dubstep the same way. Oh yeah, Fleetwood Mac, my bad. Yes, it did. I'm not a big dubstep fan, like, as it's grown over the years. I was at the beginning. But what I will say is his transition out of dubstep into, like, I don't know, like, it kind of, like, he's like Diplo in that way, right? Where it's, like, the electronic music is still electronic, but it's not necessarily any specific genre. Like, it pulls from so many different genres, and that's what makes it so good, I think. And which is low-key kind of how I feel about Fred again, almost. It's like it's all kind of rooted in this house, like, UK garage, drum and bass kind of vibe, but, like, it goes in and out of a bunch of different styles, and I think that makes for a really great electronic producer, somebody who can go in and out of different types of music and different types of electronic and doesn't just stay in one space. Like, to me, like, like, I can tell you one electronic producer who I hate, and it's David Guetta. Like, if he never made a song again, I would be happy. I would be so happy if David Guetta would never, ever again put out another collaboration with an artist where he steals a classic electronic song and then fucking throws Rita Ora on it, and that's it. Like, I'm so good on that. Like, I would love for that to stop. Same like the Chainsmokers. Like, honestly, like, if the Chainsmokers never made another song, he's my favorite. I hope you talk about Flume. But yeah, David Guetta is absolutely dog shit, bro. Yeah, I know some producers who ghost produce for Guetta as well. Some of those big guys, like, they actually use ghost producers all the time, which is also crazy to think about. Because, like, what do you even do then? Because they sure as fuck on DJing when they get up there. He doesn't even touch the mix. That's terrible, bro. Afrojack is like that, too. All right, this is Kay's. Let us know what you think in the chat. Guetta's the chingy of his generation. The chingy? All right, Kay's. One, using that face was this effect. One, this bass line does not feel in key. It might be the vocal that's not in key, but something here is not meshing properly. I like the idea. I do still think that the delivery still needs some work, bro. On the melodic side of things, like, the melody's there, but it still feels a little choppy in the delivery, like, like, it just needs to feel a little bit smoother, and I don't really know the best way to, like, have you work on that, but I do think it's just, like, getting this delivery to a place where it feels more natural. It feels a little bit less choppy, a little bit less, like, does that make sense? I don't know. If you guys are in the chat, let us know too. I definitely want to know what you guys think. But to me, that is probably the biggest thing here. Is just the flow. There could be more of a. It's almost like the chill vibe that we're getting on the production here, we're not getting through the vocal. So I talk about this a lot on stream, making sure that the energy in the vocal matches the energy in the production. The vocal could be more chill. You know what I mean? Like, I think it still feels a little choppy, a little forced. You gotta lean back into a little bit more. It comes in every now and then, though, too, like on these melodic moments. There's moments of you already getting it, and then there's moments where it slips back into maybe feeling less smooth. So I would just still keep working on that.
And I'm trying to write these songs so I cannot be stuck in them vibes. And you give me what I need to be free. And you make me feel.
Doesn't sound cohesive enough yet. All the ingredients that hasn't come together. That's how I feel too. The ingredients, the separate ingredients of the recipe still needs a little bit of work. K's Blaze on Instagram though. If you're rocking with us, make sure you go follow. I will say this kid is working super hard, especially on the content side of things. He's sent a lot of music in too, and the videos also feel very good. Also, English, not his first language, so keep that in mind. Don't be too harsh. But I do think that that also kind of plays into it with the delivery style. Is like, it's getting more comfortable with kind of leaning back into language a little bit. I still think, bro, like, I would love to hear you do some music in Hindi and in English. Right? Because Hindi is your first language. Is that right? I feel like you said that before. But I would love to hear you do something, like, in your native tongue. Like, something bilingual. Because I would love to hear what you sound like also in your native tongue. And if that changes at all. Because I know for me, like, if I had to sing in a different language that wasn't English. And sometimes, honestly, like, even singing in English. If I have to sing without an accent or sing with a specific, like, accent, like, it fucks me up, like, massively. So I'm curious to know what it would sound like with you rapping or singing in your native tongue, and also pulling in some more elements from your own culture too. You know what I mean? Like, same type of like even melodically, bro. Like, I would love to hear a little bit more influence from your culture just to see how that affects the music, because I do feel like that's maybe where you find the sweet spot as a bilingual artist, is to not only just try and force yourself out of what is natural to you, but find ways to bring in the things that are natural to you, as well as pushing the boundaries of what it is you want to make. So I don't know. Those are just ideas. I would love to hear what it sounds like, though, at some point. Regardless, thank you for sending it in. We appreciate it. This is Wishful Thinking by Fleetwood Huey up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. We're going to keep things moving. If you are in the chat and you want to submit, command submit to submit. If you want to skip the queue, do what GMoss Studio just did, and subscribe or get the sub, and that'll get you bumped into our priority queue. GMoss, let us know what the artist name is when you get a chance, and we'll pull it from the submission form too, okay?
Look, something ain't feeling right.
And as always, let us know what you think if you're in the chat. We want to know what you guys think of these songs too. Fleetwood_Huey on Instagram if you're rocking with this one.
So I pray that I make it out alive. Pinocchio with these hoes ain't telling no lies. Hey, welcome to the rodeo, always a rough ride. But what's the point of having dreams if you too scared to try? You can't go forward, moving backwards, change your gaze tonight. In 12th grade, I wrote.
There's something off about the bass line on this one as well. Look, if you've been in here before, if you come in here often, you'll know that I'm a real stickler with the bass lines. If a bass line doesn't feel right, it's gonna take me out of the song immediately. This is probably the first thing that I hear, is just this bass line doesn't necessarily got the same bounce, or it doesn't really have the bounce that I personally would have enjoyed on this beat, I think, which is maybe not on the artist either. I like the guitar sample, and I like the vocal and the way they sound together. I like the melodies on the vocal side of things.
And this one for my sister, my second mother. I swear
it's that first note on the bass line too. It's like, and that last one.
Talking about dreams and told me I could do more. All you gotta do is endure. Like money comes and it goes. They switch up on you.
I don't know that there's a better note though. Johnny Paul says, I think this is dope. I try to fall back into the pocket. Fleetwood_Huey. I like the vocal though. Were you saying the vocal? Which way is that a key point? I like the hook too. I think the hook was pretty solid on this one.
But you can count on me to never switch up. Get lost in smoking mirrors. You caught up in the pictures from bad bitches.
Gmoss, can you make sure that you submit in the Google form as well? Because I'm gonna be pulling from there. Okay, I don't see it in there right now.
I don't need it all to me. No, it's far away. I feel it.
I like the hook. I think the hook is probably the strongest part for me for the song. I like the melody on it. I like the vocal layering on it. I think the beat could maybe be a bit stronger. No, you can submit as many times as you want, honestly. And same thing with the skip in the queue. You can as many times as you want. It's really up to you. But the last 30 minutes is always dedicated to bumping people up from the chat for free. So if you don't want to spend money, there is always a way to get bumped up for free later on in the stream as well. You just got to stick around and hang out. Take part in what we're doing. That's it. You're rewarded for taking part or spending bread. Like, either way, you get a reward. Just sub. I don't know why you should show up. Give it a second. Sometimes it takes a second. Fleetwood_Huey on Instagram. I will say on the content side of things, I do love 10 of my songs into comic book covers. Like, this is a really cool series idea. Like, these visuals look really nice. You know what I mean? There's a lot of cool stuff happening on the content side here as well. So props to you for that, because I think that in itself is a difficult thing. Yeah, it's like a reward. Literally, you give me fucking reward. Like, you'll get a reward for doing anything in here, basically. If you talk in the chat, you get channel points. You can make me sing if you want and change hats and all kinds of shit. Hook gives me early Brian Brown vibes. Yeah, I hear that too. See, I have the thing now. I do see you have the thing. So if I don't get a notification, just let me know and I'll put you in there anyway. All right, we got Remy up next. Outside of Toronto, I believe, right? Yeah, from Toronto, Canada. Let us know what you think in the chat. I'm like 90% sure that I put this in the community playlist as well if you submitted it. I guess I can show you guys. It doesn't really matter.
I said, Father God, I've been out here doing wrong, trying to get back, I've been lost.
Maybe not. Maybe it wasn't this one. Maybe not. I lied. This comes in hard though. I do like this. I'm gonna put this in the songs we found on Twitch playlist. I like that. I mean, look, this feels like Toronto. I like this. Remy Music, RXMY. Got me bouncing in my seat. Huh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Huh. Did I put it in this one? I could have sworn I fucking put this song in something. Some ad-libs will set this off. Yeah, that's fair. Hey, Kokal, that's a nice message. I'm gonna read it out loud. Kokal says, we appreciate you for being such a supportive figure in this community. I appreciate you guys for being so supportive of this community, because it does not work without all of you sending music and coming here and hanging out with me on Mondays and Thursdays. So thank you. I appreciate you guys. Does anybody know how to get the messages to read out on screen? I want to do that. I like it when streamers have the messages just read out on stream like that. This is good. I don't have any feedback on this one. I really like this one a lot. I think what I do have feedback on for you is more content though. That's the thing that's hurting you right now, is not making enough social media content. I'm gonna just tell you that straight up. That will make a difference for you. You also have so much music out. You got to make sure you're pushing it on social, because if you're not pushing it on social and you're just putting it out there into the world, you're doing a disservice to yourself. This is my 2024 soapbox. I'm gonna bug the absolute fuck out of everybody in this community to make content on social media, because if you don't, how are you gonna grow your audience, man? How you finna reach the new people if you don't make social media content? I got ads right now. That's crazy. That is crazy. How are you getting ads right now? Did you not gift a sub? Isn't that why you got bumped up? You gave out the sub instead of taking it for yourself, bro. Oh, you gave the ad-free viewing away. You could have had it. You could have had it on your own. Now look at you. Now look at you. You gotta watch these ads, bro. Newsflash by Over the Classic. Let us know what you think in the chat. We're gonna keep things moving.
He got a few words to say.
My drink.
I got you.
Very noble. Yeah.
Okay.
Very noble.
So I'm all about business. Leaning out the window cause I know my vision.
All right. Vocal mix on this could be a little cleaner. Lots of plosives in this vocal mix.
Coldest in the summer, so my verses come with mittens. The snowman feel like Gucci man in no sixes.
Not mad at the delivery. Not mad at the rhythmic elements. The vocal mix is the thing that could be improved on. It's a little bit too much high end on it. We can hear a lot of this like noise, this room noise. I see the vision too. This would be crazy with a solid mix. The flow, I agree with Kareem Liddell. The flow is definitely fire on this. The beat is also fire. It low-key gives me like Tribe Called Quest vibes. And I mean like the new Tribe Called Quest shit. So like the stuff that came out like a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, right? And I think that'd be a really good reference for you with mixes in general. I think you should use a Tribe Called Quest most recent album as the mix reference for your mixes. It could be the mic too, for sure. What kind of mic are you using right now? Tizo tone, I also hear a little bit. Archimedes, I love you. Thank you for everything you did for mathematics. Sounds so much like Tizo to me. In the vocal, yeah. I got an AT 2020. AT 2020 is a pretty solid though. Production not as much with the tone, yes. I can hear it in the tone. What's up? I didn't know I needed this. How's your weekend? What is the budget range you're trying to stay in for mics? If the AT2020 is the one I'm thinking of, it's pretty solid. Okay, so yeah, you probably want to get the C214 if you want to stay in the Audio-Technica world. It's not too much more expensive, but it's still pretty good at the 300 mark. But if you're gonna do that, I would probably just tell you to get the Shure SM7B, which also is not. It's like $100 more, but just super versatile. I mean, I can use it for this, but I can also record vocals. You know what I'm saying? It was good, man. I can't complain. This weekend was pretty solid. I played some FIFA. What else did I do? That's it. Over the underscore classic 2. I'm gonna follow you guys because I do want to hear more music. I thought the raps were actually pretty solid, and the delivery and everything was really good too. It's really just the vocal mix. I think once you can dial that in, it's gonna be really lit. But it absolutely could be. Archimedes, if you want to submit, here's the link for you. Borshi, I'm gonna trust you. I'm gonna trust you. All right. It's called Trust. JB2, same thing with you as well. It's called Trust. Try it without the auto-tune. Try what without the auto-tune? You have the SM7B? I think the SM7B is a solid, like, especially for demoing vocals. Like, you might need a cloud lifter to get the volume loud enough. Like, I'm gonna be real. Like, my shit's cranked up to the tops to get the mics loud enough, right? But I do think that, like, mic-wise, I mean, there's also this one. If you really want to go crazy with it, and the condenser mic's a big deal for you, this is a Neumann U87 clone. It's $700, but if I'm being honest, I have one. I've used this a lot myself. It's pretty much the same tone, minus like a tiny bit of warmth, but that warmth you can probably mix in. In the box. Last song, yeah, I got 7B, but you need the lifter. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You need the lifter. You can do it without the lifter, but it's gonna be quiet, so you're gonna have to compress the fuck out of your vocals and maximize them and shit. Used to need it, but I got the SSL2. Oh, that's cool. Cold Call. Which song is it? TLM 104 is what I use. The TLM 104 is also really good. I've definitely heard really good things about that on the vocal side of things. I like the Warm Audio 87 though. If you're trying to get that Neumann sound and you really want a Neumann U87, I would get the Warm Audio. Personally, because it's definitely probably one of the better, like. Well, you could also get the Slate. Isaac uses the Slate and he loves it. The same Bluebird mic. Bluebird makes good mics too. There's a lot of good mics out there. It's really just about what you want. This is Coke Call with Lied to You. Big Germ. Yeah, everybody's got their favorites, you know what I mean? Like, some people love the Sony, and that's like 4 racks. What up, Marty Menning? Welcome in. This is Coke Call. Album just dropped. We love Call. I'm actually gonna go find this on Spotify. Wait, when did it drop? It dropped this week, right? I want to make sure we get it in the roundups. Make sure you go follow Coke Call. I already fuck with this artist. Music is fantastic. November 13th, yeah, look at this. Watch this. This is what we do. This is what we do. Alright, we support. Jan Vazel, make sure you submit. Also, if you live in a city where there's a lot of artists, look on Craigslist. Look on Facebook Marketplace. You can get cheap equipment, like really, really good equipment from people who just quit music. That's how I assembled my studio when I first started building shit out. Baby's being made to this for sure. Awesome vocal delivery, yes sir. That's right, Matty Owens. We should love. What up, Be Nice in the house? Welcome back, my dude. We missed you. Saga Soda says real shit. This song is called Lied to You. The album is called Stop Playing With Me by Coke Call. Out of Brooklyn, New York. Yeah, Offer Up, same shit. I heard my studio is built from Offer Up. You really just gotta make sure the shit works before you like walk off with it. But you can get some good ass equipment for cheap using Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, Offer Up, like those kinds of places where people are reselling things. There's also an app called Reverb. I'm not crazy about that because it's mostly people who know what they're selling, so it's a lot of money. But, you know, super smooth. Shout out to Check the Rhyme. There is a queue right now. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artists in it. But if you subscribe or gift a sub, that'll get you bumped into that queue. That's a guarantee you get played on stream today before you get off. Donnie says, I need this toxic R&B in my life. Don't we all? This is crazy, says Borshi. Well, if you like it, make sure you go follow @CokeCarl on Instagram. Oh, yeah, bro. You're at 19 months. You've been auto-subbing, bro. Just send something in. I got you. How much? So if you subscribe or give to sub, it gets you bumped up. I think it costs $5 if you don't have Amazon Prime. But if you do have Amazon Prime, it's actually free. But we also do free bumps. So if you stick around, the last 30 minutes of the stream, which is in 45 minutes from now, is dedicated to people who are in the chat just hang out with us. So if you don't want to spend bread, that's also fine. You can just come kick it with us, hang out, find some music, and then when we get around to that free bumps time, you can just let me know your artist name, and we'll be bumping people up from the chat for free. This is Dietrich with When I Die official video. The CGI going crazy on the video off rip from the title page. Let us know what you think in the chat. And again, if you want to submit your music, all you got to do is hit Command Submit. Almost 2 years, bro. You're one of the few with the platinum badge, bro. You're the platinum gradient badge. You're special. Alright, be nice. We got you bumped up. This is solid. I mean, I listen to a lot of music like this. 19 months is beautiful, bro. Beautiful.
Get up off me. I'm in the deep end, swimming. This is on me.
Did that jacket say Clux Buster? And does that mean what I think it means? Because if it does, I think I need that coat. This is solid. You get a thumbs up for me. Yes, it does. Goddamn right. I'm gonna bust them motherfuckers. You see them in the street, they're gonna get busted, and that's facts. My parents live in North Carolina, so I'll be driving around in the country sometimes. Dedicated to my brother who passed today in 2020. Well, rest in paradise to you, brother, man. I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Shout out to him. This song is a great way to celebrate. Damn, my jacket goes crazy though, bro. Tone is so cold says I didn't know I needed this. And you're from Broward County, right? I feel like we talked about this last time you were in here. I know your username is Broward. But yeah, you're from Broward County, Florida. Treat me way too many times, won't get me whacked again. I've been around here by way. Yeah, we're all sending love, man. We're all sending love. That's a difficult thing. Behind walls, they got their backs against. They got their tail between their legs, and yeah, they black again. Supercharge my dogs, I be running. All right, only feedback that I have is that the vocal could come up a little bit, I think, in the mix on the verses. I know it's a softer sound, it's a softer kind of delivery style. I think it could come up just the tiniest amount. I respect that you're drinking the wine also. I feel like 9 out of 10 times we see shit like this in a music video, it's like motherfuckers drinking Henny or something. But I can respect the classy decision that you made with the wine. Honestly, man, this is kind of a beautiful song. Shout out to your brother, man. I'm sorry. Dtrick1K on Instagram. You are a versatile rapper. I don't think that that's a lie in the bio. Like, I remember the last thing we listened to did not feel like this at all. But I really liked this one a lot. I don't know if you, like, obviously there's a reason for this, right? And, like, there's a inspiration to this song. And I don't know if you make a lot of stuff in this kind of, in this lane where it's, like, a little bit sadder, a little bit more, like, down-tempo feeling. But I really like that. I would love to hear more in that kind of, like, emotional space from you, because I think your voice lends itself to it really well. So yeah, that's just cool, man. Thank you so much for sharing with us. Is your main style for real? Okay, fire. Yeah, I feel like last time you sent in something that was super up-tempo, super, like, hard. But I really like that one a lot. Alright, we got another one from Fleetwood Huey. This is called Low Ends. Let us know what you think in the chat. I do still think that the vocal mix here could be a touch stronger. I like the idea again. Especially on the hook. I do feel like Fleetwood Huey does a great job on these hooks. Again, Fleetwood_Huey on Instagram if you're rocking with us. Content, great. I do think delivery on the verses, I think, could be a little stronger as well. But I do think part of that also might be in the mix.
Diamonds got me frozen. Love it when you open, pour me up the potion. Feeling like we floating. I just need a moment.
Hook is great though. Hook and the melodies on the hook are actually really good.
Love it when you open, pour me up the potion. Feeling like we floating. I just need a moment, yeah. Dirty days on my feet, a cherry burner. I had to learn to walk through flames just to eat. A game of musical chairs and I'm demanding a seat. Cause what's the point of having a table? None your niggas can eat. Or maybe I overextended too much. Let my heart get crushed. Think I had enough. People train
DOV, have a good night, man. We're back tomorrow night, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. I'm not doing the Thursday stream this week because I got to fly to Portland. But tomorrow night, we're back on from 6 to 8. So make sure you tap back in tomorrow if you want to come hang out with us again. 3:31 is maybe a bit long for this song too. I don't know that it needed to be 3:31. Quite honestly, if you capped it at the end of this hook, I probably would have been like, easy listen, nice, quick, in and out. You remember the hook by the time you're done with it. You remember the beat. I like this beat choice more than I like the other beat choice for sure. I like this bridge, so maybe I lied. I like this part too. Kareem, I don't disagree with you. I think this is actually a really nice way to develop. I'm glad it wasn't just in another verse. The bridge was kind of a nice touch, to be honest. Yeah, the bridge actually was a standout moment for me, so I'm glad you didn't get rid of it.
Love it when you open, pull me at the potion. Feeling like we floating. I just need a moment, yeah.
But the 30-second outro could have been shorter. Because the song actually wraps up really well at about 3 minutes. Yeah, if anything, I'll maybe cut the outro. And then I do think the delivery on the verses could be a little stronger, and the vocal mix could use a tiny bit of massaging too. You dope if there was a group vocal in that. Yeah, I agree with that too. That'd be cool. Shit was dope. Reyes says you want to trim as much of the fat as possible. That's what I'm saying, Reyes. You're my fucking mind, bro. I say that shit on here all the time. You want to trim the fat so that people replay it more and more. My most successful song of the year released this year was 1 minute and 30 seconds. And I entirely attribute that to the fact that it was short and people wanted to listen to it over and over again. But I did like the song. I think of the two, that was my favorite. Alright, Kareem Liddell scratch-offs. This is solid already, bro. Ramos Lo-Fi says fire. If you want to submit, all you gotta do is hit this link I'm putting in the chat for you right now. If you want to skip the queue, you get added to our priority queue, which is guaranteed to get played on stream today. Here are the instructions. Kareem Liddell out of Memphis, Tennessee. Right? It's not Chattanooga, right? It's Memphis. I like Kareem. Oh, sorry, Johnson City, Tennessee. Up in the mountains, the Appalachians. This flows crazy, said Malik English. That's that energy, says Saga Studio. Saga, you proud of me for remembering how to say your name properly? I am. If you guys are in the queue and you want to skip, get it into this orange priority queue. Subscribing and giving me a sub will get you bumped up. If not, stick around. In about 30 minutes, we'll start bumping people up in the chat for free too. All right. I do think the mix could use a little bit of work still. I know it's unreleased. The bass is really, really heavy in this mix. For how you in general, I appreciate that. It's nice. Oh, Mr. Gregory Cantor, what's going on, bro? How are you? How's life? Yeah, I think in the low end you're getting a lot. It's heavy in that bass area. Vocal could cut through just a little bit more in the mix. But it's bar heavy, vocals sound good, like your delivery is dead on again. Bro, you got some music for us? You wanna send something in? If you do, here's the queue. Just put it in there, it goes into this Google form and I'll pull it up. We'll put it into the priority queue here in orange, right? I think the other thing that you could do is just like, all right, we talk about Kendrick a lot, right? But like those little details that he does with the voice, the inflections, the ad-libs. Since something that compressed, that's fine. I am still taking submissions, and you can still skip the queue as well. Here's how you submit. Here's how you skip the queue. Just read it in the chat. I'll explain it. But I think, you know, like inflections, formant shifting, just little details, little edits that you can do to just elevate this and make it more interesting, more engaging. That's it. But I like where you're at from like the as like a jump off point. This is a great jump off point. Now it's just elevating. It's taking it to the next level. So start thinking about those little details. Think about little ways you can elevate. But I like this a lot. Reminds me of Boondocks for some reason, and I dig it. That's fair. Now you're a great rapper, bro. Like I think beyond anything else, like we're talking about just the core of what this shit is. You are a great rapper. And that I really appreciate. You have a great vocal tone. You have a great delivery. Those things are really hard to just do. So I think you're doing those things really well. Now it's the mix. Now it's elevating with these little details. But yeah, I fuck with it, man. Big vibes, Kareem says be nice. I don't disagree. 19 Curtis, what's going on, bro? Welcome in for the first time. It's nice to have you here. Submitted is something I think you'll be freaked out over. Really? You're gonna freak me out? How you gonna freak me out? What's gonna freak me out? I don't know. And nothing freaks me out anymore. What's gonna freak me out? Unless it's me. If you've sampled me in some way, that'll freak me out. Skin and Bones, let us know what you think in the chat. This one's coming from Malik English. Saga, I got you in the queue already. You are in there. You are in there. I saw it. I saw the EJ Wallen at the bottom of the queue as well, bro. Okay, Malik. Okay, Malik. Is it AI related? I do love some AI shit. Freak out because it's gonna change the music industry for the rest of the decade. I'm not mad at that. It needs some changes. Thank you, Ramos. UK things. Where you from in the UK, 19 Curtis? I'm from the UK originally too, so I get it. I'll be back on. So I usually do Monday, Thursdays from 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time, which I know is kind of late for you. It's like midnight to 2 a.m. But tomorrow night I'm gonna be on because I'm traveling on Thursday. Then I'm back on Saturday from 1 to 3 p.m. Eastern time, which might be easier for you to make because it's about like 6 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. This is solid, bro. Born in Wales, living in Northern Ireland. Well, shout out to you. We're Port of Wales. My parents used to live in Swansea. That's why I asked. Oh, you're from Swansea? Fucking turn up, bro. Wales. I fuck with Wales, bro. I've done the, what's the mountain? What's the mountain in Wales, bro? What's the fucking mountain called? Snowdonia. I've done the fucking Snowdonia shit, man. I've been to the top. I've been to the top. This is great, Malik. I really love this, like, melodic direction that you've taken. Everything that you sent in since this song Haunted, I really enjoyed. Malik.English on Instagram. This feels like the right... Like, this is just the right sound for you. This kind of mixture between, like, pop, R&B, and hip-hop. It's a really, really good pocket for your voice. The song's an onion. It got layers like a mug. Nice Shrek reference there. Oh, just like an onion. It's got layers. That's fucking terrible. My accents are so bad. Vocal register is 5 for sure, so I didn't know I did this. It's definitely, like, in the pocket. We talk about pockets a lot. This one's in the pocket. Like an 8-ball, it's in the pocket. Skin and Bones. At Malik.English on Instagram. Pretty solid, man. We got Save Someone up next. So we're getting into a little bit of an alt pop pocket right now as well. Let us know what you think of this one in the chat. All right, Shrek is love. Shrek is life. Did you guys see that the Shrek 5 thing leaked on LinkedIn? Like some intern leaked it on LinkedIn or something? Leaked it on LinkedIn? Leaked in. Leaked in is different. Oh, you like Save Someone? I love Save Someone too, bro. That's cool. That's cool that you know Save Someone. Oh, this is beautiful. Underscore save someone on Instagram. Oh, I love this, bro. How do you guys know each other? Oh, he's my dad in the chat. Talk about Swansea. Loved it. This is beautiful, bro. This is not out yet, but underscore save someone. This is absolutely beautiful. I love this. I love this, and this is my favorite song we've heard from you. It's absolutely perfect. Don't change a thing. Check the rhyme says where the main character finally moves out of their small hometown to chase their dreams. Literally, the montage of them moving out. Yes, bro. Oh, this is perfect. It was perfect before. This took to another level. Underscore at save someone. I love this. I can't lie. It's probably one of my favorite ones we've heard so far tonight. That aggressive. This is so dope. Baby Man said this shit built different. Check it out. I like this shit. This is incredible. So I didn't know I needed this. Whoa, says Matty Owens. Donnie says so much movement, this is wild. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 10 OST. Fucking perfect, says Saga Sudu. Rory404 put me on one of the best recommendations I've ever gotten for real. Well, you are a lucky boy, because you just got to hear an exclusive from Save Someone. That one is not out yet. It's called Patience. Oh, when does it drop? When does it drop? We need to know. When does it drop? When does it drop? Let me get some when does it drops in the chat. We're going to start a chant. When does it drop? Now this one takes the cake plate again. Need that to drop for sure. Soon, just finished project. Love it. Give pre-save. When does it drop? Everybody wants to know when it drops. It was too good. No date yet. Jay Blee? Is that how you say it? Jay Blee? When does it drop? Everybody in the chat, bro. Hey, yo, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Save One. You're going to get DMs that are just like, when does it drop? Hey, another Shrek reference for you guys. Do the roar. You guys know what that is? I like the Roman numerals. Hey, that's fine. It's a JB2. How often do you think about the Roman Empire? Yeah, you should definitely go submit it to Baby Mandel's submission forms. You can put it in the chat if you want, bro. Always on my mind, do the roar. Thank you, Dreas, for getting that one. I also love Asian history. What's your favorite Asian? I didn't think about it, and then everybody started talking about it, and then I started watching documentaries about it, and now I think about the Roman Empire all the fucking time. This is pretty solid, bro. I think there could be touch more processing on the vocal, just to make it fit in there. Don't get the Roman thing, bro. Never once in my life have I ever thought about the Romans. Maybe I'm not man enough. To be fair, I think if you grow up in Europe, you get taught about it so much as a kid, you just never think about it again because you learn it. But you don't have to do it in the Discord. And for everybody in the chat, use that form that's in there right now to submit to our guy Baby Mandel. He's also an amazing curator on Instagram and on TikTok and on Twitch. Let's just do a fucking hit. Just so you guys know who you talk to in the chat, because like there's a couple curators in here that you should be submitting to as well. I'll just pull them up here right now. One, Baby Talks Music, right here. At Baby Mandel. He's got a stream tonight at 6 p.m. Pacific time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's his submission form in the chat for you. We also have our homie Chef the Rhyme 1, who's in here. He does weekly roundups, playlist updates, all kinds of shit. Manages some cool artists too. Oh, this builds into a nice hook. And we also have our homie I didn't know I needed this in here too, who also does playlists, interviews, weekly roundups. It's a great aesthetic. You also probably saw him on the playground recently. Speaking of which, bro, in December, Justin, let's fucking do it, bro. I'm down to come on in December if you are. The wife's gonna be going out of town. I'll have more time, so I can just stay on late and do like a 4-hour stream one night or something. He does have VODs, I think. This is fun. Uncle Gills, please don't submit there. Use the Google form to submit. I like when these vocals get a little Michael Jackson-y towards the end there. Kind of not mad at it. Yeah, make sure you know what genres people do too, and like what kind of music there is too. So go look at that shit before you start submitting. I'm sorry, Bula, that was my bad. The only one you need to delete, you can leave the Baby Mandel ones. Just delete Uncle Gil's one. FIFA EAFC vibe, definitely. I love Michael. Who doesn't? Kids, I guess. Did anybody get that joke? Can I make that joke? It's not funny. It's not funny. It's kind of funny. It's not funny. This is pretty solid. I will say, like, all right, feedback if I had any. Love who are and be honest who you are. That's one of the most important ways. That's a fact, bro. You got to be yourself. Repeat the joke. He said he was a fan of Michael Jackson. I said, yeah, who isn't? And then I said, kids. The James Joseph Brown on Instagram. No, but seriously, pretty solid. I would say, like, for the vocals, just a touch more processing. I do think that it's got to fit with the electronic theme. I'm sorry. Don't wow me. Fuck. Don't wow at me. Don't make me feel bad. Wait for the jokes, bro. Money Step, a Borshi. Look, we've been alive long enough to joke about these things. This is Money Stepper. Oh, man. It'd be a real bummer to get canceled over a Michael Jackson joke in 2023. I like the way this goes. Yeah, the fucking... The album artwork is great on this.
My bro talking about the money, I said keep all that shit confidential. Plenty pack up in my pocket.
That's actually kind of fire.
That's on me, FOTD, you know the early presidential.
I do think the vocal could come up. I do think the vocal could come up in the mix a tiny bit and sit on top of the instrumental just a tiny bit more. It's a real boomy sub. We talk about this a lot. It just kind of muddies up the rest of the mix. But... And I do think some of the melodic parts could be maybe just a touch smoother, a little bit more tuned. Kind of like the rap delivery. Borshi 4Ys on Instagram if you're rocking with us. Let us know what you think in the chat. Maddie said my shooter from the suburbs. The pocket's tight. Yeah, see when this sub comes in, it completely just kills the fader. Like, it makes it so much louder. The flow is really nice, I agree. Uncle Bill's this good flow. Thank you, Uncle Bill's.
And it feel like I'm living in a fantasy. I can't tell who's my friend or who's my enemy.
Who is my enemy? I think the timing on that part could have been maybe a bit smoother too. But... the sub needs a hard cut below 35 hertz. See, this is the kind of technical information we love to get in the chat for people who are mixing their own shit. So keep an eye out for that under 35 hertz range on the mix. Give it a hard cut. Borscht's a swaggy ass name too. It is. Kind of reminds me of Borscht. Fuck it, if I stay up an hour and a half. Yeah, bro, absolutely. I'm only on for another 50 minutes. So if you're up for another hour and a half, yes. Because I'm only in for another 45, 50 minutes. Any French rappers? I would love some French rappers. J'aime le rap français. Huh? Mon français est petit. Je parle en petite française. That's probably it, right? Un petit. Sub too loud is the future. Sub too loud is the future, but I think there's a way to mix it so it still feels good. Whoa, the French caught me off guard. I've been learning French, I'm saying. Shout out Haiti. Oui. I rap in French too. Send me some. Tu parles bien français. Ah, merci. Alright, this is Be Nice. Been a while.
say we wasn't created for greatness? I see my odds and I take them to Vegas. And even if most of them writing a song, you never win a game that you ain't playing. Yeah, and we in this thing like EA, and we ain't the ones to play with. Taking out all your favorites, that's how we rock it. Knocking down Johns like David.
On my list of places that I want to go in my lifetime, Brussels is there. Be Nice 21 on Instagram. This man does kill it on the content side of things. Look at this. This is consistency in a brand identity right here. I actually love this, bro. Trust me, been an audio engineer. This is a fact. He's been an audio engineer for 30 years. This is a fact. Uncle Gills, if you want to submit, please just make sure you put it in the form, okay? Oh, shit. I'm not going to read that message, but he's right. That's how I feel about it, too. You're right, you get what's considered the sub-boosted sound without it sound like shit. That's a fact. You want to get that feeling, that saturation, that distortion without it being too loud. Boy, shit, that's fine, bro. You can come and go as you please. I'm going to be here, right?
Messed around, etched out a great big dog, fetch out the gate. Feel it sting, gon' feel it sting. He hits the mean swing and knock the head off the snake.
This is featuring Handles McGee. Handles McGee is a crazy rap name. We're gonna pull up Handles McGee as well. Let us know what you think in the chat. Look at you guys having your little audio engineering chat in the chat. I love it. Fine Baby Butterfly says I'm here. French rapper. Bon Nuit. Handles 33 is the other rapper on this one.
Taking out all of your favorites, knocking down Johns like David. That's how we rockin'. Ain't no more options. Knocking down Johns like David. Knocking down Johns.
It's pretty fun, honestly. It's a fun listen. If I didn't even notes, it would just be on the vocal. The mix. Yeah, shouldn't swallow a mix. Just put some big shoes on it. I like that. I'm gonna steal that. Shouldn't swallow a mix. Just put some big shoes on it. It's pretty solid, man. Be Nice. I gotta say, like, you just actually come with the good bars. Like, the bars are always really fun to listen to, and your delivery style is great.
That just mean I can go savage, but to me that's just a habit.
So keep it positive. I will flip you.
You guys got just some good back and forth. There's a little bit of discrepancy between the vocal levels, I think, between the two vocals. So I just keep that in mind too. Make sure you guys are at the same kind of vocal level. The reverb could come down a touch too. It could be a little bit less wet.
Fortunately, I don't need me a fortune. I'm fortunate. Whether too cold or the porch, like he said, well, does take a fork and then one with the Trinity Morpheus,
more ad-libs.
That's
it. But dude, solid. Like, you stay solid. It's a solid consistency, like, level of like good music. Vocal delivery in the verse has so much energy. I love it. That's one thing that I would say about Be Nice. Anything you listen to, he's got great energy in his delivery. Handles doesn't ad-lib a lot. Do them for him. Do the ad-libs for him, bro. It gives more of that back and forth, more of that chemistry if you're doing ad-libs for him as well. I feel like that's something that is like really missed on a lot of like collaborative songs, is like the opportunity to do ad-libs on the other person's verse and just bring more of that back and forth in. It makes it feel like, even if you guys went in the studio together, it makes it feel like you're in the studio together because you have those little moments. You know what I'm saying? Saga Sudo, you're up next. That was at Be Nice 21 on Instagram. But I like that one, bro. The energy is still there. I will say, like, I think that, and I'm gonna say this now because before we get into this one by Saga Sudo called Cut, but the drill shit is kind of like phasing out bit by bit. You know what I mean? So I think the next challenge for you is like, all right, you killed it on these drill beats, bro. How do you continue that wave? How do you continue that sound? How do you continue bringing that new vibe? I feel like you could do some Jersey Club shit that would go crazy because the pocket fits. You know what I mean? But I think that is the next challenge for you now. Is all right, now that the drill shit is kind of slowly phasing out a little bit, not too much, but a little bit, right? It's like, how do we develop from here? How do we still bring that same energy to different types of production styles? You're a great rapper, so I kind of would love to hear you on some of this underground rap shit. Like, I feel like the sample heavy stuff is really coming back, and I feel like you could do a really good job on top of that stuff too. So that's the next, like, you know, if I'm gonna challenge you to do anything, is to push the boundaries now and push the creativity and figure out what are the different genres of hip hop and the different sounds that I can get into with this pocket and with this voice. All right, this is Cut by Saga Sudo.
I'm that buckshot that pop Cobain
Oh,
top.
shit.
You lackluster. If I shut a nigga down like a laptop, it's a
The mix on this one leaves a little to be desired.
I'm a sinner, so
Gotta
I
love
can't
Cut.
cast stones,
Oh,
but I
love
can
that,
sit a
man.
nigga down. I step on
Big
cigarettes.
Nirvana fan over
Right
here.
there, find my sinner. Your shit too calm and simple. Sabotage.
I've actually seen this guitar in real life, which is crazy. At the YouTube Music office, they have Kurt Cobain's guitar just in the office, like on the wall in a box. It's so sick. Mad. Yeah, I freaked out when I saw it. I was like, holy shit.
Help me stop hitting myself. I'm way over their head. I used to
This is great. The mix just needs a little love. More in the vocal, more in the instrumental. We're not getting any of that kick kind of punching through from the instrumental.
I
got a picture of it somewhere.
When we bleeding like her, we could bleed tonight. Pedigree cause tension, a stray in the street.
I bet I can find you guys
just
pictures
to
so you
feed
can
the
see it.
beast. The irony enough alone to slit your own wrist. Cyrus stuff, I put it all in their faces. Serial killer, I take this shit.
The flow is really good on this.
I ain't never asked for much. Do as you please.
Really, my biggest note is just on the vocal mix itself.
I might bend, but I'll never fold. Can't fade. Fuck a mold to fit. I'd rather be whole. Today as good as any. Problems I got plenty. 99 till infinity. And beyond, maybe. We still standing. Still activated. Celebrating. Let my dogs out them.
Low guitar is a bit out of tune. It is. It is. It's not cut, but it's cool.
Oh,
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. That's sick.
I've been bored as fuck. The warden boy, they
In fact, I have an Igor suit for Taz. What do you mean? You just have somebody, one of the like backup dancer suits? That's sick. I like the out-of-tune guitar personally as well. I think it's a good sample flip. Yeah, flow's crazy. Vocals definitely need some love. Vocal and beat needs some love. The backup dance is so crazy, bro. I'm jealous of you for having that, to be honest.
This ain't Hollywood. I've been hella quiet. I decided to mind.
Okay.
You can't see the win, but you still feel it. Because by being present, they
Actually, maybe I can just airdrop this to my
collar at
computer.
they necks. Turn you and your colleagues to convertibles. This Columbine. Creme de la creme. Never heard of me, that's by design. Loose lips, crippling my sanity.
I agree. The first note could be barely nudged. Don't take away the vibe. Yeah, I agree. These are raised around 3.5 kHz on the vocal. Yes, that is the sweet spot for vocals on the EQ side of things. That's what you got with the Stimmy check. You bought it? Oh, that's crazy, bro. Motherfuckers was selling this shit like that? That's insane.
You been notified, so no surprise when you roll the dice and find your luck. Been up in time, I run the muck for months. They talking tough, run out of fucks to give. I'm stuffing on ribs. I feel like Godzilla. That shit you dropped was god awful. Your best ain't better than my worst. Pros inspired narcos. Impose my will for the hell of it. Expose you. I'ma show you how to feel. Hope they sit the burner part of what I'm finna do. Waste niggas at the red light for most space, no reverse.
This is crazy. Hold on, let me see if I can pull this up because I want to show you guys what they got in the fucking in the office. See if we can add this. What do I need? Browser source, right? Yeah. New videos. Sorry, you guys are gonna watch me do some crazy shit really quickly. Is this right?
With Black Friday appliance savings all month long at the Home Depot, we're making the holidays merrier.
How do I delete
by
you?
making holiday hosting easier with our lowest prices of the year.
Sorry.
Kitchen
Watch me do.
appliances.
I'm gonna do some. This is me doing some production shit really quickly, just so I can show you guys something. Deprecated window capture. Here we go. Let's do. Find the downloads. Ah! Now you're in my downloads folder. What happens if I... This is even called image 4028. There's nothing in here, so I'm not really worried about it. Didn't realize Home Depot submitted. Probably did. I don't know. Maybe. Image 4028. There's got to be a better way for me to do this. Oh, damn it. Why did I do it this way? Okay. Can you see this? No. Was it in QuickTime? Oh, okay. QuickTime is open. QuickTime player. Boom. Boom. All right, check it out. So I'm going to pull up this video. I could do this. This is kind of cool. All right, check this out. So this is at the YouTube Music office. On the wall, one. First thing we've got on the wall. That is Louis Armstrong's trumpet, bro. Louis Armstrong. Not the guy who went to the moon. That is Neil Armstrong. Louis Armstrong was a trumpet player. That is David Bowie's Ziggy Stardust suit on the wall next to it. Michael Jackson's moonwalk shoes, bro. The fucking moonwalk shoes. Is that a joke? What? Anyway, so then you move on. This belonged to Kraftwerk, the Mini Moog.
Not Grandmaster
Then he's got
Flash's. What?
Then they've got Grandmaster Flash's fucking turntables.
Yo, not Jimi Hendrix's Fender.
Not
This the one he
Jimi-
set on fire?
You heard me freak out about.
Oh
You
my
heard me freak out
God.
about it. That is Jimi Hendrix's guitar that he set on fire at Woodstock. Is that not insane? Anyway, so I freaked out about that, obviously. And then the last thing they've got is Kurt Cobain's Fender Jaguar. Sick, right? So, yeah, and they just have that shit up on the wall. And it's like, it's just there. At the YouTube Music Office in New York. Isn't that crazy? If you were fucking with Saga Asudu, also, here you go. Make sure you go follow him. Saga Asudu on Instagram. We've got one more priority subscriber submission, though if you do want to subscribe or give to sub, that would put you after Kanta. But this one's from Kanta. Hack a live-action CGI music video. Bro, so, fun story about Kanta. I used to manage him, like, when I first started my music career, basically. He was one of the first artists that I worked with when he was a different producer, or he went by a different name, and so he does, like, a bunch of cool tech shit. This dude's a smart dude. He did this crazy shit where he turned his, like, DDR touchpad, because he's also a DDR world champion, ex-world champion. He turned his DDR pad into, like, a controller to do live performances, and it was sick. So, I have no idea what we're going to get here, but this is a live-action CGI music video by Kanta. I'm assuming he also produced the song, so let us know what you think in the chat. I'd love to know what you guys think.
Please enter your password.
He has handles. Production is crazy. As always, he does all of his own sound design, which is... This dude is like a... It's pretty crazy, dude. You shoot this in VR? Is this like a mixture of AR and VR? I mean, I'm assuming you had to shoot this in front of a green screen. The fucking DDR shit, bro. You're about to do... Let's go, Greg. This is like... It's a proprietary tech, my startup. This is crazy, bro. This is like fucking Beat Saber. Is this... Oh my god. I think I get it. I think I get it without even having to know. Nail says, damn, the video is amazing. My god. Tron DDR. Dance Dance Revolution. Yeah. This is pretty cool, dude. I love that you're still incorporating the DDR stuff into what you're doing as well. Song is hard also. This is just great production work. Separately, the mix is really good. The sound design is really good, as always. We got about 6 minutes till we start bumping people up from the chat for free. This is perfect, actually.
Access granted.
That actually moved so quick. 141 is so short, but... I can't wait to see where you go with this, bro. I have a feeling that I understand and get where you're going with it. I'm not sure, but I have a feeling. Music video is crazy. Yeah, check the Twitter in the link. At Canto Music. Cantoria? I'm dead. Is that what you're getting funding for, or is the other thing? Or Omniux? This? Bro, you're out here working, man. I respect that. I respect that. Way to just fucking keep at this shit. The video, first one.
Whatever your heart desires can be warped into
Oh, so you're in Unison Web 3.
Anything can be downloaded.
Pretty cool. Pretty cool idea.
the world is at your fingertips.
Oh, shit, dude.
What will you search for?
Oh, you're such a nerd. I'm such a nerd. I love this, too. This speaks to all of my nerdy loves right here, bro. The video gaming, the anime, the animation. Nice, bro. This actually looks crazy as fuck. So great job. Great job. Sheesh. Sheesh. I liked it. I liked it. I'm working on a conceptual video game project. This is mad inspirational. That's also super tight, Matty Owens. All right. Well, okay, let's do this. Fucking, you guys are here right now. Ooh. We're gonna do this, because I've been doing this recently just for fun. When we get through all of these, all of the main things, we're gonna do a spinny wheel. We're gonna pick somebody by random. And then while we're listening to the next couple of songs, we're gonna start bumping people up from the chat for free. So stick around. We'll do like 1 or 2 of these free bumps. Get some people out of the queue, and then we'll start bumping you guys up from the chat for hanging out with us. So thank you for sticking around and having fun. The wheel! Honestly, I love the wheel. It's so ridiculous and random, and like it just brings a level of chaos into the stream that I can thoroughly appreciate and enjoy myself. I gotta finish something for delivery. Hey man, hit me up. Finish your thing. Almost you, almost. Rashawn Ali, you are up first. I don't know if you're here in the chat or not, but we have been listening to some Rashawn Ali also recently and have enjoyed it. Am I dumb? There it is. The Wheel of Destiny. The Wheel of Destiny. I like to think about it that way. This is Rashawn Ali, 100 Pounds official music video. Let us know what you think in the chat. It's already pretty clean, honestly. Gotta steal a wheel of names for my own content ideas. Please do. Please do. It's so fun.
I got a couple in the stash box,
Oh,
bubble
shit.
in the crack pot,
Solid.
struggle for the last spot. I just had to
Real
hustle
solid.
just so she could get the ass shots. I can't be a nigga that's surrounded by the have-nots. Chopper hold 100 rounds, niggas gon' hunt them
I don't think I've won a thing in my life, Rip. Yeah,
I
probably same, to be honest with you. Not by chance. I'm not a winner of things by chance. Purely only off of skill and practice have I won things. Correction quality is great on this, yeah, for sure.
Now we more established. I might get the two-tone. I ain't with the FaceTime. I might need a new phone. Move out of New York. I might buy a new home.
This is pretty solid.
Everything a nigga
I like
get, I
this.
swear that I need 2 more. My brother, he got caught today. He was selling more than weight.
If you're rocking with it, at Rashawn Ali on Instagram, make sure you go follow him. We just followed him last stream, I think, or a couple streams ago.
I got a couple in the stash spot, bubble in the crack pot, struggle for the last spot.
Real solid. This is a real solid song. Moves quickly. 141. Look, we talk about short and sweet. This is short and sweet. Uncle Gus is hard as fuck. Chat's always against me, so I gotta work for it. I mean, that's, look, we ain't gonna sit around here and say the luck is the thing that'll change your life. Luck is required. I feel like luck is one of those things where, like, yeah, it can be the thing that makes or breaks a situation or a moment. But if you work hard and you fucking listen and you learn, sometimes you don't need luck, because that hard work is going to be the thing that pays off. Rashawn Ali, 100 pounds. Luck and prep. Yeah, it's a mixture of luck and prep, for sure. Luck is not everything, but it can make a difference. It can be, you know, it can be helpful. But you always get lucky, yeah. But you got to be prepared for when you do get lucky. That's it. That's really what it is. It's planning, pre-planning. All right, we're going to do one more. Hopefully this isn't a music video, and if it's not a music video, we'll start pulling stuff from the chat for free. Let's see. We got Most Wanted, I think. Maybe DJ Martin Jones. It's like money. It can only take you so far until you actually... Yeah, exactly. It can only take you so far. DJ Martin Jones. I don't know if you're in here or not. But you got bumped up. All right, while we're listening to this one, if you're in the chat, put your artist name in the chat. Just your artist name. You only need to do it once. I'll start bumping people up from the chat. It's first come, first served. We're going to listen to songs... as many as we can in the next 30 minutes, but we might not listen to the songs all the way through, okay? This is Scumbag Steve by DJ Martin Jones. I have no idea what this is going to be at all. I don't know about this one, guys. Let us know what you think in the chat. I don't know who Scumbag Steve is, so maybe that's the first issue. You guys know who Scumbag Steve is? Is that a person? I'm kind of not mad at the delivery. Curtis with a K. Sajan. I mean, I'll be honest. This is not what I would listen to on the day-to-day. I'm kind of not mad at it. Oh, yeah, what's going on? Welcome back. is it eating something like Hungarian boys? I think it's a meme. I don't know. Some of the lyrics are a little sus. It's a meme? Okay, well maybe that helps a little bit. The meme is Scumbag Steve. Doing the cup roar. I think it's a meme. Okay. Deliveries of the mix needs work. I agree the mix needs work too. It was a lot punchier and saturated to be crazier, but you're already halfway there. I agree. It's like, it's on the way to where it needs to be, but it could go harder, I think. Martin, too nice. I'm not sure if this is just the producer, though. This is I'm a producer and a rapper. So I'm not sure. All right, well, fuck it. Well, that was good. I'm glad we did that. All right, so again, if you're in the chat, you want to get bumped up for free, now's the time. Let me put it in the Discord really quickly. At everyone. We're bumping people up from the chat. Go free. Come through. All right, so if you are here in the chat, you want to get bumped up for free, just put your artist name in the chat. You can do it multiple times if you want. But just tell me your artist name, and we'll bump you up, and we'll try and get through as many people as possible. Like I said, rapid fire mode, we might not listen to people all the way through, but we are going to try and listen to as many people as possible in this next 30 minutes. So we're, that's just, you got to put your artist name in the chat. That's it. As long as you do that, I got you, okay? Static Rez, you're up first. Just drop this single, Recipe for Disaster, Naylor Savannah, I got you too. This one just came out. Let us know what you think in the chat. Uncle Gills, what's your artist name? Reyes, same thing. What's your artist name? Actually, I think I found the crazy sample flip on this one off rip. Falling to the leaves, runs out like I never want to leave this town. That's actually kind of nice. I like that it got kind of chill after the somewhat big opening with the sample flip. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in the playlist. This gets that Kids See Ghosts. This gets a save for sure. Beat switch up was crazy. Art Greg killed this beat. Feels really good. Are you off Instagram now, or are you just only doing TikTok? Just tell me shit like it is if I only really have one wish. Hard beat. I love the way musically this develops too. The mix on this is really cool. Static Rez on TikTok. I didn't know you were Greek. It's pretty cool. I like this. I like the way this develops for sure. Oh, at static.res on Instagram as well. Why is it not in your link tree anymore? Put it back in your link tree. What are we doing? Eastside Brother up next. I liked that one a lot, man. That one was really cool. Almost perfect. Eastside Brother up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. The acidy bass was really nice. That was one of my favorite elements of that one for sure. I love a good distorted bass line, but it's got to feel right. That one felt really good. All right, let us know what you think in the chat. I am bumping up for free right now. What's your artist name? Let us know in the chat. We played all these games before. I can take all the blame. I might ask you to stay, but you act like I changed the door. Oh, Charlotte, North Carolina. Saving this one. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, bro. You're not missed with me on the stream. Like, everything you sent through, I've really enjoyed. Instrumental's definitely gone. You carry the weight of the endless on your shoulder. Not crazy about the vocal mix necessarily. But I hear what you hear for sure. Sounds nice, makes me want to sing. Beautiful voice. It's a really nice tone, really warm. You're almost perfect. You're almost perfect. I still need some work, I'd say. Like, there's definitely some stuff that I think could improve and could develop. But I hear the raw talent. There's definitely raw talent here. Tristan Tobin says I like the beat. Maybe I'm just fine. Maybe I can't wind and die your heart. I'd be curious to hear more from him. So I think this is kind of my stance now on emerging R&B artists, because like this has happened to me a couple times, right? Where I've heard some shit that I really love, like one song where I really love it. Then I dive into the catalog a little bit more, and I'm like, all right, maybe not. Maybe it's still just a little early on the songwriting. Because I do feel like back to luck, kind of. As a R&B artist, I think sometimes it is maybe a little bit easier to just get a little luck, find a really nice pocket melodically, but then have a really hard time replicating it again. Can I plug in my mixing mastering? Yeah, you can, for sure. Reminds me of my guy Justin Love. I like this part a lot. This is really cool. I low-key will push him into his higher register more often. Check the rhyme. That's one thing off rip that I would say is like he's got a nice lower register, but that higher register sounded amazing. And if you can hit it, I think it's gonna make it more accessible to people. People still have a hard time with baritones, I think. Other than Lucky Day, there's not really a male vocal baritone. I don't think really like people that crazy about, you know? Definitely talk to him about budget. Don't be scared off his rates on the site. Yeah, you should do that with everybody. Never be afraid to ask. Worst comes to worst, someone's just gonna tell you no if they can't do a lower price. And you're in the same position you're in before. Lucky Day is cold. I've been a big Lucky Day fan for a long time. First Lucky Day album is a timeless one for real. With Roll Some More. Giveon, I guess, but at the same time, though I do think Giveon is a really fire baritone, I don't know that I would consider him to have become like a household name necessarily yet in the R&B scene. Like he's had songs, like obviously Heartbreak Anniversary was huge, right? But at the same time, I don't know that outside of that song, there's been another Giveon song that everyone is like, oh shit, Giveon, you know what I mean? So for that reason, I would say he's still kind of earlier on. But Lucky Day's songwriting is exquisite. I mean, he's like 35.
Look, I might not be able to
East Side Brother on Instagram. I'm gonna follow him because one, he's from North Carolina, and we love that.
Put me on the keys.
Two, it was smooth as fuck, and I do want to hear more. Sax's Renaissance mic. All right, we got Dress up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. Gonna keep things moving. Roll Some More. Cali Misunderstood. Floods is actually one of my favorite songs of all time, and I'm very, very lucky to have been able to be there for this, which I booked, and this is like, I'll probably get fucking this 3 years ago, bro. I think it was his first one that we did.
One more.
But yeah, I booked this shit. I was there. I stood in the room. I watched him sing it, bro. Yeah, I booked this. I was a big Lucky Day, like pro Lucky Day guy at Genius. So like all the Lucky Day shit we did in the beginning was me.
Like I hurt you that bad.
Yeah, like you guys, I don't talk about what I do at work often, but a lot of this like huge viral shit that happened at Genius, like this series is my baby.
I've been dealing with the pressure.
When was this?
Way too much to even
3 years ago? So what, 2021? Like one of the last shoots we did before the pandemic, I think.
Hopeless for you. Hopeless for you. I can't afford those losses. That's just my ego talking. You made my heart beat for you. I almost cried too often.
I actually love this song too. This whole album is like really special to me. I'm trying to find a picture for you guys on my phone really quickly.
So much regret in the end. It's a shame for you. It's a shame for me. Is the blame on you? I can say the same for me. After the wrong is there right? How can I look into your eyes? This is the truth that I can't find. I love you too much. I love you too much. It's a shame for you. It's a shame for me.
Sorry, I gotta go through all of my pandemic photos to get back to the point where we were still in the office.
Gotta be careful, I know. You and me can't be nothing no more. I've been looking for something from
That was like one of the last shoots that I ever took photos of on set too.
You're such a fucking woman. But you're such the fucking one. Hey, I can't afford those losses. That's just my ego talking. You made my heart beat for you. I almost cried too often.
That was good times, man. I miss this. I miss being on set.
Put too much in your hands. So much regret in the end. A shame for you. It's a shame for me. Is the blame on you? I can say the same for me. I could have understand right. I cannot look into your eyes. This is a truth that I can't find. I love you too much.
I think he does floods at the end of this too, though. Oh, maybe he doesn't. That was one hell of a performance, though. He killed it, man. Not familiar. Oh, bro. Lucky Day is incredible. Incredible. All right, Dream Deferred by Drez. Let us know what you think in the chat. Sorry, we're going to get back into your songs. But yeah, if you ever want to ask me about what my favorite shoots are or any shit like that, like, bro, I got behind the scenes footage all over the place on this phone. Let's see what else I can find right now. What else did we do? What were some of the last shoots I did? There's a Nick Mira and Oculus. I have not heard of Brick Magazine. I still work at Genius. So I'm the director of A&R now. I used to work on the content side, but now I'm on the distro side. This beat is hard, bro. I like this a lot. Let us know what you think in the chat. Yeah, so I've been at Genius for like 8 years, damn near. 7 years. I started working there when we were like 500,000 subscribers, and I did a lot on the interview side. I would do an article. Fuck it, why not? I had a lot of shit in my career so far, man. Like, if I pull up my bio, like, I tallied it up. I got like over 750 million views to content pieces that I've booked, and interviews that I've done at Genius alone. So it's a lot of views. Hey, come on. I actually think that moved really good, bro. Oh, keep it everybody. That's pretty fire. Labor. Oh, is this new? You got a new? Oh, you're a different dress, bro. You're a different dress than the one that I thought you were. That shit is dumb hard. Or are you the same? You're not the same dress from before, right? Or are you the same dress, bro? I'm confused now. What are the logistics for the song submission? So if you want to submit, all you got to do. There was a different dress who used to come in here like what years ago, and I thought it was you. And then if you want to skip the queue and you want to guarantee you get played, Kid Sky, we're gonna bump you up to the top. What's your artist name? Let me know. I guess I'll get you. We'll play this one from Curtis first, just so we can get through more of these free bumps. But because you subscribed, you get bumped into the priority queue, so you'll go next. All right. This is Curtis. Weather. Let us know what you think in the chat. Oh, this is cool as fuck. Did you submit in the Google form? Okay, Kid Sky, can you please use the Google form, the link in the chat to submit? And I'll make sure we pull you up. I just don't see you in there right now. Oh shit, this is cool as fuck, bro. Love Curtis on Instagram. I'm gonna follow you right now from the Kayvan's house page. Feedback, maybe a little bit more clarity on the words as you deliver them. So just a slightly more enunciation. I love the slurred kind of delivery sound overall. But I do think there's moments where the vocal can be just a tiny bit more enunciated. Melodies are great though. I just think it'll make it more accessible for people, you know what I mean? You could also always layer these like more slurred vocals in the background, but having a vocal where people can really understand the lyrics just a touch more, I do think will help more people be able to get into it. That being said, I really like this sound a lot. Yeah, this is super fire. Save Someone's a fan of yours now, 19 Kodos. Michael, what's your artist name? I'm bumping people up in the chat for free right now, too. It's not a guarantee we'll get to you. We're going to try and get through as many songs as possible in the next, like, 14 minutes. Oh, Michael hit the sub, too, so he's going to get bumped up to the top. It is a guarantee we get played. Yeah, this is dope, bro. I'm gonna wait for this breakdown. Oh, you wanna get bumped up twice? Or do you have 2 songs? Holy shit. If you have multiple songs, you can send another one if you want, Biko. Oh, Biko, however you say it. It hit us with the 5 subs. Thank you so much, bro. Yeah, I like this breakdown. You absolutely can submit another one. Yeah, no, you can. It's totally up to you. Well, usually what I would do is bump you up 5 places. You know what I mean? But if you have another one, just send another one in. We'll make sure we get it before the end of the stream. I'll sprinkle it in amongst some of these. Really, really good. Love_Kodos on Instagram. I like that a lot, bro. I like that a lot. This is hard. Project Notion by Ellist. Up next. Let us know what you think in the chat. Master on this is pretty quiet off rip would be the first thing I said. Though this fade in maybe helps. No, of course. That was really good. I love the way this feels. A bit quiet on the master overall still, but I do love the way this one feels.
Driving in that Rari, we go swerving out of space. You should get that notion, yeah, that motion, don't be late. I just want that rollie on my wrist. I thought that you know me, but you know I never quit.
There's a nice pocket vocally. How much am I going for? Another 13 minutes-ish. Still working on mastering? So aren't we all? Aren't we all, bro? Walters Loney's, I guess you're going in there as well. I do think that the vocal could come up in the mix anyway, though. It still feels like a little buried underneath the, under the instrumental. Where are you from?
That's how it go. Go through the motions, switch up the flow.
I like the vibe overall. This is an artist that I would come back to, like just naturally if I heard this. What is your Instagram, bro? Because this social doesn't work. Seattle? Oh, nice. Pacific Northwestern boy. I love the Pacific Northwest. I'm gonna be in Portland next week. Kid Sky 3 Wise. I like this vibe, bro. I'm from the UK originally, but I moved around a little bit. I live in New York now. I like the, I just want to rollie with a Deborah Ranch reference. Even if it's not an Ayo and Teo reference, it reminds me of that, and I like it. So, definitely save this one. Definitely put it in the songs you found on Twitch playlist. I'm going to come back to it. Definitely going to come back to it next week, or I guess tomorrow when I'm making the content. And keep it in mind for it. It was, yeah, I did that one too when we did that at Genius. That was a. I did a lot of the viral stuff. Like I know I've said this before. I did a lot of the viral shit at Genius. Like if we go look at it and like go like backwards on this shit. My most popular, Toxic. I booked 101 million views. YNW Melly. This is one of the things I launched with. Polo G. That was me. What else, man? Broadwave. That was me. Billie Eilish, that was me. Kevin Gates, that was me. Big Shaq was me. YNW Melly, King Von. Baby No Money was me. Yeah, I did like Polo G one I booked. Doja Cat shit I booked. Lil TJ I did. This Doja Cat Juicy interview I did. This 24K and Dior one I booked. Masego I did. I was in the room for that. Billie Eilish again. A Boogie I booked. YNWB Slime I did. Rosalia. I didn't do the interview because I don't speak Spanish, but I booked it. Twice. Booked that. Ski Mask did that. YNW Melly did that one. Sofago booked that. Doja Cat Rico Nasty I did that interview. Backpack Kid did that interview and booked it. Joji did all of his. Redbone booked it. Exo Tour Life booked it. Lil Skies booked it. Juice WRLD, I did those interviews, which was actually like fucking cool. Yeah, I did the Doji ones. Booked the 17 performance. Trippie Redd, I did this one. This was my first viral interview that I ever did. Was Trippie Redd Love Scores. Bad Baby, did that one. Booked that one. Any interviews that I thought went awful? Tyga, horrible. Dej Loaf, terrible. Ash Nico did this. King Von did that. Madison Bibb booked those, did that. Lil Skies and Landon Cube, this was their first interview that either of them ever did together. Did that. What else? Fucking Lil Mosey did this one. It was terrible. This was terrible. Is he last job doing all the interviews open? No, so actually Andres does all of them now on the West Coast. Andres is amazing. He's an incredible interviewer, actually. I'm a big fan of his work, too. All right, we got this from Byko. Sorry. I got distracted looking at all the shit that I did. Get me in contact with Skies. Good. Yeah, Tyga and Dej Loaf does not go well. Yeah, I mean, I can show you right now. Honestly, I'm a big fan of... This is my guy, Andres. He's, like, literally... Not only is he a phenomenal, like, artist in his own right with his photography, incredible family man. He has his own podcast, which is incredible. But this dude is, like, an absolutely unreal photographer, too. It's like... So he does, like, all of our content now on the West Coast. But, like, this dude's a fucking beast, man. I'm a big fan of his work, too. And he's just, like, a real stand-up guy. So Andres55, if you don't follow him, I would get, like, he's, like, literally a legend, bro. He matured, man. That's what happens when you do interviews, like, years apart, you know what I mean? Like, I did his first interviews after him just being a YouTuber and coming from Pink Guy into making music. So, like, when I did those, like, yeah, he was way more, like, crazy. And then I think he just got older and it became more about the music and less about the antics around the music. And I think that's pretty natural from artists, especially when they come from YouTube first. And that was what I learned from interviewing YouTubers first, was there were some artists who would come back over time and you could tell that they just had really dived into the craft of making music first and foremost, and away from the sensationalism of just making funny content or viral content. And I think those are the ones that I always really enjoyed seeing over time, and especially when they came back, being able to interview them multiple times, doing stuff with people who, like, you could genuinely see cared about what they were doing. Because, like, you know, we did the Bad Baby shit, and that wasn't, like, not that. You know what I mean? It was the complete opposite. Same with Backpack Kid. It was not that. It wasn't that Backpack Kid came back and was like, yo, like, I have this song that's really good that I spent a lot of time on. Nah, we just did the fucking silly shit that everybody wanted to see. Same thing with Big Shaq, bro. We did the silly shit that everybody wanted to see. It's not like he came back and did it again. You know what I'm saying? So, Byko, this is really nice, also. Good old Pink Guy, never forget. Yeah, for me, I learned a lot about content strategy from doing these interviews and booking these interviews. And, like, seeing, you know, like, well, what's on YouTube is going to work for a YouTube channel. It taught me a lot about how being able to book things and, like, how I should look at booking things. So I played a big part in, like, growing the channel from 500K to really, like, where it's at now, like 11 million. But, like, when it was just me and Rob, up to, like, 5-6 million, it was just me and him. So, like, it was literally the two of us, like, booking shit, doing all the interviews, getting it out. All that viral content was either me or Rob. So that was really a really amazing time in my career. I learned so much. And I did a lot of fucking branded content shit too. So I worked with, like, first non-music related YouTuber to mainstream success I've seen. Yeah, I agree. 100%. Like, it was definitely, he was one of the ones that, like, I think when we heard it at the time too, we were all very, and this was really nice, Byko. I actually don't have any feedback. I thought the mix was really nice. It moved really, really well for the type of music it is too. You got some like best advice for growing yourself by yourself? Yeah, don't forget Troye Sivan. Troye Sivan, I think, also did an amazing job of it. And Sabrina Carpenter too, and, like, Madison Bibb, like, all those people came up on YouTube, like, doing YouTube covers and shit. Like, there's actually quite a few artists that I could say right now who, like, got really big. Boy With You right now is absolutely killing it, who's a YouTuber first. So, like, there were a lot of people in that space. Growing yourself by yourself. I mean, just make a lot of content, bro. Chris Brown vlogging out of his bedroom or something. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, for, like, people who are not doing music. Oh, not doing music? I mean, you've got, like, the KSIs of the world, bro. Like, KSI was a FIFA gamer first, I think. That was, like, how he got big, was just, like, playing games online and making content. So I would say KSI is definitely a good example. DDG is another great example. DDG was just a YouTuber first. Yeah, DDG is actually probably the prime example. Logan Paul did have a music video. I mean, because at the time, that was kind of what sparked it for us. And for me, the shift into booking YouTubers was, all right, like what's working on YouTube? And it was like Logan Paul. And like, I mean, like at the same time, like Lyrical Lemonade was blowing up, and like Pump and Ski Mask and like all these people like blowing up through that platform too. So Logan Paul doing WWE is not that wild to me, because like if you remember his like really old content when he first kind of popped on the scene, it was all like gymnastics related. Like dude would just be like doing the splits and shit like randomly everywhere. So like that is actually not too surprising to me. It kind of makes a lot of sense that he went into something that's like gymnastics and acting and comedy all kind of rolled into one. Yeah, he has the psychology down for sure. He definitely does. Chislonis, this one's really good, man. This is probably my favorite one that you've sent in so far. I do want to hear it when it's finished. But it feels pretty good. Chislonis on Instagram. Yeah, sometimes it's a beautiful thing. Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to close it. Sorry. We're going to move, though, because I want to make sure we try and get through some more of these. You get a mix? Yeah, when you do, I want to hear it. Bottled Up by Sajan. Also the biggest shithole at the same time. Yeah, I mean, look, it is what you make it. It's the same as anything, bro. Like, whatever you put into it is what you'll get out of it. You put shit into the internet, you'll get shit out of it. You know what I mean? But if you, like, find the right communities and right places, it can be a beautiful thing. Like, for me, I mean, this shit has made my career. I wouldn't have been able to do any of the things that I've done in my career without the internet. It has been the thing that has allowed me to get to where I'm at in my career, but even in getting into Genius in the first place, like, that was through the internet, bro. Like, I fucking was blogging in Nashville, Tennessee, and just connecting with people over LinkedIn and shit, and like trying to meet people through Instagram and connecting with artists through like Instagram and submissions and stuff like that. So it's always been that way for me. Masso, hello, you. Thanks for being on this, man. Sajan_music. This is Bottled Up. Someone produced by Big Diamond, mixed by Big Jim. I like this one. I don't like this one as much as the song you sent in the other day. I think the thing that's throwing me off is just the rhythmic pocket of the vocal delivery. I can't get into it as much. That's probably my only real feedback. Is just in this one, I don't know that we fall into the vocal pocket the same way that we did on the last thing you sent in. And so that would be my note, is just when you are thinking about, definitely think about like the rhythmic elements of delivery. Like, that's important, at least to me. I don't know, and I might be just dying on a hill. I might be old for this, but like the new shit where people are just rapping off beat, like, it doesn't do it for me. I get that the internet freaks out over like Caribou and like and Sia and like all these rappers that are popping up that like don't rap on beat at all. But like for me, it doesn't do it. So, and again, this is like my, you know, I can't sit here and be like, oh, it doesn't work. Because it does work, obviously, when you have everyone freaking out about it and all these pages and curators freaking out about it. But for me personally, it just doesn't do anything for me, I guess. Like, and maybe it's just too much happening at once, too many different directions that I'm being pulled in when I'm listening. But I don't love the offbeat stuff, so I think it's still really important that you kind of stick to beat and the rhythmic aspects of a song. This is Unreleased, looking for distro for this joint. It says Solomon Heaton. All right, 5. Yeah, so right now my job is director of A&R in distro. So if you guys ever have questions about distributing music or pitching to DSPs or whatever, you can always ask that too. I'm always happy to answer. I just learn shit and then share with people. I like this a lot, Solomon. Solomon Heaton on Instagram. I think that there could be a little bit more body in the vocal. I do pitches, so what do you think artists can do for potential outreach? Is obvious. Yeah, I do still listen to. I mean, I obviously still listen to pitches. This is what we're doing. So I do still listen to submissions and shit too. I mean, yeah, I would come up with like a really solid release and rollout strategy. You know what I mean? Like content strategy for each one. Think about the why. Why should people give a shit? You know what I mean? Like, what is the story you're trying to tell as an artist? What is the hook? On the DSP side of things, they want to know about data. So what is the hook on the data side of things? What are you doing? How are you growing? Are you putting ad spends behind things? Are you spending on marquee? Like, what kind of support can you expect? Definitely get to the point. That's a fact. But I mean, this is really nice. This is really nice, Solomon. At Solomon Heaton on Instagram. I think Ashoka's going to be down in Atlanta again this year. I got to connect you guys because you guys make some crazy shit together. Yeah, I mean, it's tough, but content is really the thing that moves the needle. You know what I mean? So I think it's... And like, again, I'm going to open up a bunch of like paid consultation spots because it's kind of too much. It's too big of an answer for me to give in 5 minutes. And it's too much to think about, but... Have a spreadsheet, content released in what days. I mean, that's really good. That's a really good place to be in, for sure. It's like, how many live streams spending money on play? That's like pretty solid, honestly. Like, I think that's the best you can do. Some of it is luck at the end of the day. But don't be afraid to push shit. Don't be afraid to push old stuff. Don't be afraid to just try and fail. Like, I think that's one thing the artists get in their head about a lot. But like, just try and make a bunch of shit. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. You know what I mean? And if it does, double down on the things that work. Utilize those things that you've learned already. And the same goes with music, you know what I mean? Paying for playlists is not worth it, in my opinion. One, because I think most of the people who charge you payment for playlisting have bought playlists. I would agree the right curators for the art you're pushing is very important, making sure you're pitching to the right people. But paying for playlisting is not it. You're better off finding people who have their own playlists and their own platforms and submitting to them and asking them to support on their playlists. But generally, I feel like paying for playlisting is how you get bot playlists, and it just doesn't help you. It doesn't help you algorithmically. It doesn't help you reach the right audiences or real audience at all. This one's pretty solid. This one's pretty solid, Biko, but I think I like the other one more. I think the other one had like a more of a balance. Yeah, EJ, we're gonna play yours. I don't know that we're gonna get to everybody else today, but I'm back tomorrow night. So if you are around tomorrow, make sure you resubmit songs. We're gonna go raid somebody after this as well. I'm gonna play these last two because I started a bit late today. I hate Submit Hub. I think it's such a waste of money. That's like personally, I just think it's such a waste of money. I felt that way for years. I try it every couple of years. Just to see if it's changed at all. Like every now and then, like if I have a release where I'm like, fuck it, let me just try it. Every time I do it, I'm like, why the fuck did I bother? This is such a waste of money. It's such a scam. 95% of those curators don't listen to the songs enough, and they give you the worst fucking feedback, and then they're like, oh, but I gave you the feedback. But it's like, yo, you're giving me the most generic, like nonsense fucking feedback possible. What a waste of time and money. All right, this one's from Yaya. It's called Back to Me. I love this artist, so I think you guys are all gonna really like this too. Distro Kid remix competition. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. That seems like an issue that you need to discuss with them. I actually don't need that. I didn't like United Masters either when I used them for what it's worth. But everybody has a different. Yeah, artists do pay for submit. Everybody has a different experience with their distributor because everyone does the same thing, but it's really where you're a priority. So like, you could go anywhere and have a shit time, and then go somewhere else that someone else has had a bad time and have a good time if you're a priority. It's really just about being a priority. Sorry, Rat Fushi. Motherfuckers be asking questions. Gotta answer these questions, you know? I mean, curate a campaigns, ad spends.
But it keeps on coming back.
We should listen to the music though, because people are giving me shit. This one's going on an EP coming out in 2024. I love this artist. She is Blue on Instagram. I think she's amazing. You gotta reach out to their customer support team. Yeah, I mean, she is Blue. I forget what I think the first time we listened to Yaya was on stream last year. Or this year, and it was amazing. And then we met at Digilog Days last year, so it must have been last year. And it's just been, I mean, all the music is incredible. The voice is incredible. This one's called Back to Me. It's not out yet. Coming out in 2024, though. I can't wait. Yeah, I'm so serious. I said this to... I don't know if I said this to you or not, but I don't know if that shit worked out, but if it did, hit me up. One day said, Fire, I got beats for her. Make sure you send them through. She is Blue on Instagram. That's who you need to reach out to if you want to send some beats. Beautifully simple. Not too much production. I think it's nice when we hear stuff that's like this, and it's so stripped down, but it's still, it feels so full, it feels so like inviting. I mean, these background vocals, these harmonies, it's perfectly done. I wish this was out so I could put it in the roundup tomorrow, but it's not. So I can't. All right, we got one more from EJ Warland, and then I'm gonna get out of here. We're gonna go on a raid. So if you guys don't know what a raid is, basically we take everyone who's here. I don't think Yaya is Brazilian. Yaya, are you Brazilian? You're not, right? This is Shining Bright by EJ Warland. What a way to end. Trying to finish this EP. I gotta send you some beats too. All right, so we're gonna take everybody who's here in the chat to another music streamer on Twitch. Probably Big Duck, because I love him. He's one of my favorites. And he does music reviews and music feedback too. So you can send music in there as well. You can send music into him. He also does a bunch of like really cool like contests and stuff like that. He's already been streaming for 3 hours, which is crazy. But we're gonna take you in there. I don't know if the queue is closed, but he's definitely someone you should follow, someone you should keep up with. So I'm gonna take you over there in a second. In the meantime, if you're really liking this one, which I'm loving this, by the way, this reminds me of so much music that I've loved in my life. EJ Warland on Instagram, so good. For all of you who are in the chat, if you've not joined the Discord, please join the Discord. There's a link for you in there. If you haven't followed on socials and you haven't checked out the playlist, here's my link tree. Go look at all of those things too. And make sure you follow Kayvan's House on Instagram. We're doing a bunch of cool content, interviews, all that kind of stuff that's coming soon. And then the last thing that I'm going to tell you to do is also use our release calendar to submit your music. If you have music coming out this week or on Friday, this last link that I put in is actually a Google form where we keep track of all your releases and keep them in mind for our weekly roundups and weekly playlists. This one comes out on the 17th, which is also when my last... I'm going to send you this new Ajna, Justin, because I got one more release for the year coming out this Friday, and then I'm done. So I'm going to be sharing some stuff with you as well. Yeah, thank you so much. It's always nice to hear your new music and hear what you're working on. I am really such a fan. I can't wait for you to start rolling it out. This is EJ Warland. This is EJ Warland. He's fantastic. Such a cool classic like soul sound, which I'm a big fan of myself. So yeah. All right, we're back tomorrow night, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. Like I said, so make sure you resubmit tomorrow. If we didn't get to you today, I appreciate you guys for sticking around and hanging out with us. Again, sorry if we didn't get to you. It's just kind of the way it goes sometimes. But I'm back tomorrow at 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern time. So we'll see you then. Come on this raid with us. Very big duck. Energy. Music. Come on this raid with us. We're gonna go spam him in the chat. We're gonna go bug him in the chat. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good rest of your night, alright? Peace. I wanna see all 22 of you too. Let's go. Alright, y'all. Have a good rest of your night. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Love the swing though. Love the swing in the groove. Kayvan! Speaking of things